Start the meeting. Good evening. At this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order. I'd like to have Miss Josie do the flag salute for us tonight.
Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, one of us needs to take a picture now.
Picture.
Dan and Josie.
We'll do a group photo at the end. Be the easiest way. Okay, I'd like to call for a motion for approval of the August 27, 2024 regular board meeting minutes.
Go ahead.
I move to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I'd like to call for motion approval of the August 27th budget hearing meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any additions or anything? No? No public comment. We have the public and she has comments. Okay, we're gonna move on to Dr. Darling. We'll share your report with the board.
All right, thank you all. So Jose and I had coffee with the soup and Chuck showed up at the PM session on the 3rd. And it's interesting, we had some topics that we never had before. Although some people were the same, we still had different topics. But we had some interesting learning coming out of it. Some good conversations. I kind of told you we had topics about summer school. One of the set of grandparents, they said, how come you don't offer summer school classes like you do year round? So like you do the normal year, so we can send our kids to summer school all year round. And that's really what they wanted. They wanted
Year-round babysitting.
Yeah. It was a really good conversation. We explained how it's at the high school level, it's more about credit retrieval and such. And then a parent came up and he said, if we want to know why we're having 9 cuts for the girls volleyball program, which we ended up not cutting anybody. And Jose and I kind of explained the different reason, because yeah, but why the number 9? He was really hung up on the number 9. Like, how did they determine that number? So we got that information for all of it. Some questions about restroom access to the high school. They were shutting down one restroom during passing periods and funneling kids to the one that's more visible. And his story was his son went to several restrooms and he couldn't make it in any, and then he was tardy. And so we looked into that, talked to Nick about that. And then we had a former librarian and board member want to come and discuss like what is our process for banning, for when people want to come ban books. She says you hear about it across the country. She wanted to know like what's our process for it. So Jose shared with her our process. She was really impressed that we had such a comprehensive process already in place.
Have we had anyone want to?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
There's one in the works, but not yet.
And it was Karen Veloz.
Yes.
So I mean, we had a really nice conversation.
I attended the middle school open house, Smith open house. I've been visiting school drop-offs and pickups at the different sites just to get a little bit more familiarity with students, a little more visible with the parents. And I was at HT and Peter put me in charge of the bird bus. So I was out there with the sign, walking kids to the bird bus, and I walked into the locked gate. I had them start climbing over the fence. He told me that wasn't appropriate.
What is the bird bus?
It's one of the buses. They have each bus has an animal.
Oh,
I was in charge of the bird
I
bus.
didn't know that.
Not the kind of bird you're thinking of, which is inappropriate.
I was thinking of a starling.
And so you're all aware, the high school has their open house tomorrow night. McClure has theirs next Wednesday. And HT rounds it out at the end of the month,
What time is tomorrow is the high school?
5:30 to 7.
I do have one question. So I was told that we've gotten rid, or we weren't able to offer like all of the combo teams and D teams. Is that
The
correct?
high school, no D teams. We've been able to salvage the combo teams with the middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, but moving forward, those are going to be the first on the chopping block, just because. And we talked about how much that would save us over the course of the year, and save us $20,000-$30,000 just in those cuts alone. So, yeah, they were able to salvage a combo team, and they were able to actually make a combo team for soccer and just have the 2 coaches share the 3 teams. So they're making that work as well. We're just covering extra travel and officiating expenses.
And the D team, so there's a varsity, junior
Varsity, JV, and C, but no D team.
Okay.
That's it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Any questions? And okay, I'd like to move, call for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second,
A second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we'll go down to policies and procedures. we get to do a motion on one, for the Title I Parent and Family Engagement. Call for a motion.
I move.
This is the second reading on policy 4130.
Do we have to read anything about it? We're just cleaning it
No.
up. We're just
Yeah.
finalizing it.
It was-
Move
it
to
was
approve
just-
41.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We also have the second reading on policy 6220.
Move to approve.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. New business. I'd like to call for a motion to approve the Assistant Superintendent unrepresented Central Office Administrator and District Directors 2024-2025 salary schedule.
I make a motion to approve.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Geez, we're already down to the front of the board.
Don't worry, Josie will make up.
I know she will. So one thing from the board I need to bring up, because I forgot to bring this up a while back on the first day that we went to the school and met the staff. The divider in the men's restroom has been repaired.
Took me a year.
Only
but-
took a couple years, but one for Rob and one for the other one. But it is finally installed. I was very impressed,
Don't you?
very
At what
impressed.
school?
At the high school in the men's restroom where the urinals are, there was a divider that had been missing for a couple years.
Okay.
It's finally been repaired.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. Another thing I'd like. We're bringing that, yeah. Another thing I'd like to bring up at this time is I met with Rob. Him and I just had a little sit down and just go over a few things, and he's kind of just letting me know kind of what's going on, and we talked for a little bit. One of the things that he would like to do before we do the adoption of the policy governance with Rick, he has talked to Rick and Rick is willing to do like a mock meeting with us, where we kind of do a dry run and we actually go through a meeting,
Like that.
and Rick zooms in and walks us through pretty much what his meeting would be. So we would know kind of, and then we can tweak it and adopt it how we want, but he's wanting to do that with us
The 22nd.
the 22nd. So our meeting would be an hour early to where
That
we
would be
could
like a study
accommodate
session.
that.
Does the hour give us enough time?
I think so, because I think it's just a matter of running through the routines. We could probably run through it a couple of times.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
we're not gonna
We'll
do
go-
anything.
we'll go
We're not
live
gonna
in
actually
November.
review this stuff.
Okay.
We'll just really, this is where you would review this policy. This is kind of
Nice,
how you
yeah,
would
yeah.
do it.
No, I think it's a great idea.
Stuff. So I want to make sure everybody's able to make that work.
Yeah.
So if it is, then we'll get that on the docket to be able to do that and then do a dry run. And then we can kind of develop with Gene's help, how our timeline will work based on this new thing. If we change it at all, maybe we just have verbiage in our same spots or not, however. So do I need a motion for that, don't I?
Next time.
Oh, you
Next
want
time
to?
it'll be new business.
And we'll put it under. new
Okay,
business.
perfect. Anyway, we're just discussing it.
I have one thing on what we're doing with McKinstry. Did we, since doesn't all the ESSER money have to be spent by the 20th of this month? Have we gotten bills from them and work progressed far enough that we can spend all the ESSER money?
Yes.
Okay.
So they sent enough through. I mean, you see there, the most recent one that came through, the 1.5 million.
Yeah.
It's in there, so we're very close to the last little bit of the ESSER, the rest of the medical and stuff. So
Okay.
yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, true. That is true. Glad you told me. Anything else from the board? Tell you what, this could have been a record meeting.
My friend.
So we're going to move to executive session for 15 minutes with no action to follow.